Hello, good evening. We have a lot of exciting things.
We have nothing going on this evening. We have nothing to say.
We've
about
choreographed tonight's presentation because tonight we are
We did?
announcing the winners of the Sitting Trot Challenge. So it's going to be an exciting evening.
For some people.
Yes, it's going to be an exciting evening for everyone. And we're going to talk a little bit first about everything that we saw in the videos about how the Sitting Trot Challenge went. And then we're going to save the big announcement till the end to make sure that everyone has joined and is here for the live announcement. A couple of other things coming up. Well, how was our weekend? We went to a horse show last weekend. That was fun.
Yeah, that mare's was quite good for me. It was exciting. I had kind of a major boo-boo, and so that one mistake.
What was your major boo-boo?
In the half past left.
Yeah.
So I read the test sheet from the day before, and she said haunches trailing. And so I came out of that corner and I was like, boy, my haunches are not going to be trailing. And I put my leg on and said, you go. And she did. Like a bunny rabbit hopping across the arena.
Yes.
So that one movement, right, cost me in the rider's effectiveness, right? It cost me in the submission score. It cost me in the score itself. And I can't remember the other one because I don't have my judge's brain on right now. But that one mistake showed up in 4 other boxes. Other than the movement, it still showed up in 3 other boxes.
Yeah.
So that was expensive.
But it was great. That's a mare for you, right? You have to, what is it you say? They need dinner and a date first.
Right. You got to set a mood. And boy, howdy, man, I went hard charging into the bedroom and that was unsuccessful.
So anyways, it was a fun horse show though, also because Herman and I, we were like in the warm-up arena together and then we competed in the same class. So he rode right after me, which was really fun.
Yeah.
And my horses did
well.
Which
hasn't happened very often where we ride the same class.
It's been a while. Kensington, I showed
he did the I-1. For those of you who are wondering, I got 68 and a half and you were at 69 something. Yes. So there you go.
Yes, I beat you, but just by a little bit.
Yeah.
So your horse was looking good too. And then I rode Kensington in the I-1 and he was good. Kensington is a super sensitive horse and he like internalizes. Like when he gets nervous, he just is like a turtle in his shell.
And he doesn't like any neighbors.
Yeah, he doesn't like the warm-up. He's like afraid of other horses. So the first day was quite good. The second day I did a little too much in the warm-up and he got a little bit nervous and then he just wasn't as through and as supple as I wanted him in the horse show, like in the test. But I always feel like the horse show gives you homework to do better for the next one. Like you're always motivated after a horse show to be like, I'm going to do better for the next one.
It drives us.
You know what homework you have to do. So that was exciting. All right. Well, there's a lot of people here. So we're going to start talking about the Sitting Trot Challenge. First of all, we've been watching hundreds
of videos. Well, I didn't.
Of videos.
I didn't do hundreds. I did some.
Yes, you helped, which was very fun. And it's really, really fun to see you in your arena with your horses.
You know, what's the most impressive is the dedication, right? That, you know, you guys are all taking it really, and it is serious, but not everybody treats it that way. You know, your horses deserve the best you, and we got to see you guys doing that.
Yeah. I think it's also great to see the diversity in the different types of horses, in the different arenas. I mean, you make do with what you have.
You just ride.
Yeah.
Let's just go ride.
Yeah. Some are, you know, in a field, you have your cone set up. Some of you are in your front yard, but it's just all about working at it, getting a little bit better. That's always really, really fun to see.
Yeah.
The other thing is your horses are amazing.
Because they put up with us?
Yeah.
What are you saying?
Yeah, and just watching the videos, I mean, there's some really, really fabulous horses in there, and the partnership.
Temperament wise.
Yeah, temperament wise.
The-
And the partnership between the horse and the rider is so special and so cool to see. So it's always just so important to remember to like pet your horses, tell them they're good. What is it that someone said to you about kneeling in front of the stall?
Oh yeah, that was Albrecht Heidemann when he met Q. And he was
Yeah.
like, "You should get in front of that horse's stall on your knees and thank him for being in your life."
Yes.
Because Q was cool and I was young and crazy.
Yes. So I would love to know in the chat what you feel like your biggest improvement was. If you participated in the Sitting Trot Challenge, what you feel like was the biggest difference that you saw from beginning to end in your video. Not everyone participated and sent in videos. That's totally fine. You can always do the challenges and not submit videos. But basically what we did is we would pull up the before and after video. So we had 2 videos playing so we could see the differences. And here's a few of our observations. Number 1, happier horses.
Yeah, for sure. They would look a little more relaxed and not so lost. I mean, there was more purpose to the riding, and that gave horses some comfort and some confidence.
Yeah, for sure. The second thing is improved rider position.
Yes.
Yes. So shoulders back, heels down, elbows in, eyes up, deeper. I mean, I definitely saw a big improvement in a lot of riders' seats.
Right, just across the board.
Yeah.
The exercises and the diligence, everyone's diligence, you could see it.
Yeah. I see a lot of people here in the chat. Helen says, my seat, improved roundness, a mindset shift, which is awesome, confidence and position. And that's great as well, because as you know, what part of what the challenge does is it gives you education, it gives you direction, it gives you support. And then you start to feel more confident. When you're more secure, when you're in a better position, you feel more confident. Third thing we saw a lot of is riding with a plan.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're just roaming about in the saddle.
Yeah.
Ambling somewhere from here to there. And
yeah, we saw a lot of snowman. We saw a lot of ice cream cones, which was awesome. We saw a lot of you having cones and markers set out in your arenas, which is really, really helpful, because all these patterns that we teach give you direction and they give you a plan. And just by riding the pattern, you get your horse on
makes the rider do something to get from point A to point B. And that doing of the shifting of the weight, holding the rein, trying to get to the mark, that gets the horse better on the aids. And so it improves the harmony because just the communication improves.
Yeah. Next thing is horses that are forward and round.
What was that?
Horses that are forward and round in the after video. And that was a big point that I wanted to teach in the Sitting Trot Challenge, which is that if you get your horse forward and round, it's a lot easier to sit the trot. So that's a big prerequisite. But it was really cool. I'm going to show the video of that includes some of the transformations. And it's really cool to see the difference in the before and after, where you can visibly see that the horses are softer, rounder, moving out more, that the quality of the trot has improved. And then because of that, it's easier to sit.
Yes, that's how that works.
Yes. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is the compounding effect. So I was listening to a really interesting book and they talked about this, and they talked about how sometimes, and this is for those of you that maybe feel like you didn't see a huge transformation. And I know that there are those of you out there that you did the challenge and you're like, God, like I didn't even get any better. Like, did I make any progress? It's normal, right? That sometimes you like make a big jump up and other times you plateau. But what the compounding effect is it's about making these little changes in your riding and in your mindset and in your consistency that all of a sudden, a year from now, 2 years from now, that's when you see the difference.
Oh yeah.
And the book I was reading, it talked about it more in a lifestyle, but it's little decisions that you make every day, right? Like you decide to eat healthier, you decide to go to the gym, and those little decisions have a compounding effect. Like when you eat healthier, you feel better, you have more energy, then you can go to the gym more, then
Yeah, the one I was reading was about you don't have to do anything about your food, just add a salad, right? Because you'll feel better, and then you're going to want to feel better. So then you start doing more down that road instead of down some other road.
yeah. And so it's these little decisions that you make, like you join the Sitting Trot challenge, and maybe all that happened is that you rode a few extra times. You were more consistent in your riding. Or maybe you learned just one new exercise, or maybe your heels are down. And by getting your heels down, now you're more secure in the saddle and your horse starts to go more forward. So then you can build on that. And that's really important to remember is like it's these little tiny changes that seem insignificant, but a year or 2 years down the road, it makes such a big difference in your riding and your training. It's like if you're flying a plane from LA to New York, it's so important. You have to be if you're 1 degree off, you're going to end up in Canada.
New Jersey, Canada, yeah.
And so that's why all these little changes, even though they seem insignificant, they make such a big difference in the future. So I just really want to commend everyone for their participation in the challenge, because maybe you didn't see a big transformation yet. And
right, that's the thing. You can't quit before the miracle happens.
yeah. So you have to keep going. You have to keep working at it. And that's why we're inviting everyone who's in the Sitting Trot Challenge is invited to join us in Strides, because that really is the best way to stay motivated, to stay learning new exercises, to get the support that you need to continue with these small improvements. And that's really important. I hope you've seen with the Sitting Trot Challenge how much you've been able to improve in a month. When you focus on it, imagine what you could do if you did that every single month.
Right.
Okay. So Strides is open through Sunday. We have some testimonials that Herman is going to try to read.
Show off how old I am
He's
right
gotta,
now, because I got to get my readers on.
Yeah. We have all these papers we keep dropping.
Yeah, I did that too.
But it's really fun in the Facebook group to hear from you and to hear it in your words, how things in the challenge have gone for you.
So this is Shari Colchin, and she says, it's been a month of 2 steps forward and 1 step back, but hey, that's progress too. I feel like the groundwork has helped me with the suppleness, and the Sitting Trot Challenge fitness package has inspired me to step up and work out specifically to help my riding. My horse is more naturally downhill and on the forehand, and I tend to tip forward. I worked really hard on suppleness under saddle so that when he roots or gets heavy on the contact, we circle, change rein, serpentines, and lateral work. We worked on round and forward by changes of gait. Staying supple in the new gait is still a challenge. Favorite exercise are the ice cream cone, snowman, and ribbon candy. Counting sit 3, then rise 3 is so helpful. Things to still work on: my position, piano hands, suppleness of the ankles. I noticed I could sit the trot better without stirrups. What a great program, and I will keep coming back to these exercises again and again. Thank you, Team Amelia. And we come to those
Shari.
exercises again and again and again. It's just never... It just never gets old.
Repetition.
Yeah, it's the hours of monotonous training so that you can do it right for 10 seconds in front of the judge. That's the deal.
Yes. But that's also what's fun is, you learn some exercises and what works for your horse and a routine for your horse. And that's how you make progress. Do you have another one for us?
I do, from Tanya Moore. And so sad the challenge is coming to an end, but I know there will be more to continue our education. I felt this challenge has made me accountable and to work hard to accomplish my goals. I feel the most improvement I have made is in my body awareness and how important everything works together to find the harmony between horse and rider. I feel steady improvement in my core strength and my endurance for sitting trot with a deeper connection with my horse. I still have a lot of improvement to conquer, but I'm more confident we can do it. Thank you, Amelia Newcomb Dressage. And that's really what we hope to achieve.
Yeah. But I love the attitude. That's what was so cool about the community in the Sitting Trot Challenge was everyone was so encouraging and so positive. And it's really important with horses to have that mindset and that outlook because it's hard, and it is discouraging at times. And you just have to keep going and keep loving your horse.
And so this is Wendy Villarreal, who sent a wonderful picture of her horse's face there leaning into the camera. I just think that's just, I don't know if you can see it there in the print.
Selfie with your horse.
Yeah, selfie with, and the horse is looking into the camera. All right, so Wendy says, I took this class to provide structure to my training and to motivate me to work on my own. This picture is of me and my mare after a successful ride at home this weekend. Not only have I gained in technical knowledge, but my confidence has greatly increased. To me, this is great progress. For me, that's great progress. It's how can you just want to go along better with your horse? That's the name of the game.
So big congratulations to everyone in the challenge. I really feel like everyone is a winner for doing something different, for putting yourself out there. Even if you didn't win one of the top 10 prizes, we saw you did it. And you tried and you did something different, and everyone progresses at a different rate. And maybe
you did something good for you and you did something good for your horse, more importantly. So that counts.
That counts. All right. We're going to talk about how we did the judging and the prizes. Then we're going to show a little video. Then we're going to announce the prizes.
All right.
He's the judge of the family.
All right. So the prize money goes first place $5. Second through third is $1,000 each, and then fourth through 10th, you're getting $430. And what we did was basically the stuff from the test: rider's position and seat, the effectiveness of the aids, the quality of the trot, the impulsion, and the submission. And we had to compare that to what we saw in the beginning. So that's how we drew our conclusions.
Right. Because what's really important for the challenges is that it's whoever improves the most, not necessarily who has the best sitting trot. And so in our mind, what we would do is we would look at your before videos and assess okay, if it's a 6 here and then your after videos an 8, then you've improved by 2 points. So,
right. So it's the same criteria that they have at the show, except that at a show, they're just watching you that day. They're taking a photo of you that day and giving it a number.
Yeah.
We were able to compare it and see what difference was greater.
Yeah. Which is actually really fun. It's so cool to see. It's cool to see the difference. All right, let me see if I can pull up this video. So Nicole from my team, she always puts together these great videos with little clips from all of you. Okay, good. I think you can see it. So these are all little clips from you with your before and after. Oh, we're not going to listen to me talk. We'll send this out if you want to listen to me talk, but we can just skip me talking. Okay, there we go.
Back it up. All right, go there.
All right. Hopefully you can hear the audio.
Dressage for all.
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 Dressage is for all.
Dressage for all.
Dressage for all.
Dressage is for all.
Dressage 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 for all. Dressage for all.
Dressage for all.
Dressage for all.
Dressage for all.
Dressage for all.
Dressage for all.
Dressage for all.
Dressage for all. Dressage for all.
Dressage for all. Dressage for all.
And dressage is for all.
Dressage for all.
Dressage for all. Dressage for all.
Dressage for all. Dressage for all.
Dressage for all. Dressage for all. Dressage for all.
Okay. Stop screen sharing. Awesome. Let me know in the chat if you like that.
Because that was everybody from the challenge.
It wasn't everyone.
Well, no, but
we would be here all
let me
night.
say that different. Everybody in the video was in the challenge.
Yes. But I just love that because we're united in the fact that we love our horses and we want to learn. And you can see the variety. It's all over the world. It's different types of horses. It's different types of arenas. But it's just about enjoying our horses and having fun and supporting one another. That's really what it's all about. Callie says those videos made me tear up. Okay, we're going to start. First, we're going to do honorable mentions. So these are just people that we noticed in the Facebook group or that we noticed in their videos. We'll be sending you a Amelia Newcomb dressage hat in the mail. Our first honorable mention is Deborah Perrin. So she started the challenge after her and her horse were not riding for a year due to both her and her horse being out. Her bravery and dedication is admirable.
Oh,
Okay, next honorable mention is Ann Lyons. She rode almost every day through the challenge. Great commitment. Riding every day helps, doesn't it?
it does. It makes a difference.
Okay, Ariel Goldberg showed some great self-assessment and reflection throughout the challenge.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
That improves your riding.
No, but I love those posts in the Facebook group where people were just honest about like, I'm having a hard time, I'm struggling. But, then they flip that and they make it positive and they keep going.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Tammy Carlson participated in all of the mini challenges. Well done, Tammy. We did a bunch of like mini challenges. Like there was the alignment challenge. We had everyone pick a song that they like to ride to. We did a bunch of mini challenges. Okay. Kari Higdon got one of her smoothest transitions from trot to canter during the challenge. She attributes that to working on her position.
I would agree.
I think only horse people can understand how exciting it is to have a smooth transition. I don't think that's something you can share at dinner with your family. All right. Next honorable mention is Jamie Tolliver. She was limited by her time in the saddle as she was using a schooling horse, but that didn't stop her from making progress and being a positive member of the community. Well done, Jamie. Next up is Juliet Mattis, who was a positive supporter in the comments of the Facebook group. The Facebook group was amazing. Everyone was so supportive.
Yeah, that's what their comments are coming in about.
Yeah. You all are incredible. The community, I'm so grateful to each and every one of you because it's so important that we support and encourage one another. Riding is hard enough.
No one's doing this thing on their own.
No. Next honorable mention is Zena with an X, expressing that her big improvement is confidence and that education allowed her to have that.
Yes, knowledge is a very good thing to have.
The quote is, frustration begins where knowledge ends.
I've heard that different.
Is it appropriate?
When we see the rough handling,
Yeah.
Violence begins where knowledge ends. When you don't have a plan, when you don't know what to do next, then.
Yeah. But that's why it's so important to get education and to get help, is because you need new resources, like you need new tools, you need new exercises. Otherwise, you do get frustrated.
Right. And you need someone sometimes to look from the outside and go, hey, you think this, but this is what's happening.
Yeah. Okay. Helen Andrews. I know you're here tonight, Helen. Honorable mention. You did your first level test 3 test.
Oh, wow.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
I think we watched it during office hours in Strides. So yeah, we saw your test in Strides, but big congratulations. And then Lakshmi Nayar, I hope I said that right. The challenge gave her confidence to take on new things, and she even did a jump. Good for you. Okay, so now our top 10 winners. It was not easy to decide these winners because we saw a lot
of good stuff.
A lot of
good stuff.
So we definitely debated and went back and forth and watched the videos over and over again. And
there might have been some discussions.
There were some major discussions
about well, I think I'm right. It should be this horse.
Yes, but it's always amazing, and I'm so proud of everyone. So 10th place is Sandra Kunkel. And I tried to pull just like one sentence for everyone. So Sandra said, I can feel her for the first time ever having fun doing our dressage thing. And this makes me super happy.
We want you happy.
Congratulations, Sandra, 10th place. Okay, 9th place is Maureen Brock. A year ago, I couldn't even attempt to sit because my mare was so stiff and unbalanced. Now I can sit and ask her to go forward without giraffe evasions and fussiness. Congratulations, Maureen Brock. 8th place is Chastity Salt Spa. She rides a 21-year-old Canadian I think it's a Canadian, no, 21-year-old Camden. I think Camden is her horse's name. And she's in Pennsylvania. It's her daughter's hunt horse.
Good deal.
All righty. 7th place, we have Annalie Post. Zarento is her horse's name. And her favorite exercise is riding without stirrups.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. I hated doing that. I remember clearly in 9th grade, and I was like, I don't even make my people do it much now. It was just, oh, God.
Yes, but it really helps your seat.
That's what I hear. And it got done to me. I just didn't enjoy it.
Okay, 6th place, we have Karen Font, and she rides a beautiful black Frisian. So congratulations, Karen. 5th place, we have Lauralee Alberts. Congratulations. Let's see. She adjusted her bit, which improved her horse. She liked my breathing technique. And she's 66 years young from Montana. So congratulations, Lauralee.
Good job.
Yeah, I really enjoyed watching your videos and seeing the difference, seeing the improvement is always so fun. Okay, so now we're going to announce the top 4. Do you remember? Okay, prizes. So 4th through 10th, you all got $430.
So 2nd and 3rd place will get $1,000 each.
First place is $5,000. We're giving away $10,000, which is a lot of money. Okay, so 4th place is Marissa. Marissa, I don't have her last name here, but Marissa with the paint horse. If you know, you know. So she had a candy jar with all of her accomplishments, which was one thing we did. We had these little jar of accomplishments. And she was riding an 8-year-old half Mustang gelding. He was so cute. Yes.
That's a ride.
So Stretchy Trot was her favorite. And the challenge got her out of her rut. Congratulations, Marissa.
And the Stretchy Trot is just a vital thing.
Yes.
It's so, so important.
You must be able to do a Stretchy Trot before.
Well, it's 2 things that I find super important about the Stretchy Trot. One is about it helps the horse's back and the contact. The other one is so many riders can't let go of the reins.
Yes. Okay, everyone's asking, let me see. Marissa, they're asking about, okay, because I don't have Marissa's last name. Let me look it up. All right. It is Marissa O'Leary. Yes, congratulations, Marissa O'Leary. Well done. Okay, so now for our top 3. Are you going to give us a drum roll? You woke up Levi. Okay, drum roll, please. 3rd place, Electra Stafford. So here's what Electra says. She is riding Einstein.
I would guess that it's Einstein.
He's 8 months into full work after a year of rehabbing a torn suspensory.
Oh,
it's hard. That's the worst. That's the worst. So it wasn't that long ago that I was sobbing into his neck before work, acing him up for 10 minutes walk, scouring the internet at light to learn about every supplement, laser, new age gimmick to give him the best chance to heal. Whatever combination it was, it worked.
So good job.
Yes. Dressage is new to both of us, coming from the hunter jumper world. It's so good to be partners again. She enjoys her 20-meter circles. Yeah. Anyways, congratulations. And she says, I'm eternally grateful for the gift of a horse's trust and partnership.
That is a gift.
Yes.
That is a gift.
So, but yeah, it's always wonderful to know that horses can come back from injuries, and you have to put in the time and the love and sobbing into their neck. I think we all,
It's just horses, man.
we've all been there. So it's just wonderful to see Electra come through that and, develop the bond with her horse and come back. So well done. All right. Let's see. Next we have, wait, I'm on the wrong page. We need to do second place. Second place goes to Jill Davis. Congratulations, Jill. She is from Canada, riding her coming 7-year-old Canadian warm blood, Macy. We've been together for a year, and I'm so happy to have her and see what we can do. So what we saw with Jill's horse is the horse was so much more forward, softer, relaxed.
Yeah, the relaxation was so evident.
And steady and consistent in the contact. And that's really why we are working on the Sitting Trot challenge, right? Like why we want to improve our position and our seat is because it makes our horses happier.
Right. It makes their world better. So that's the name of the game, is
Yes.
to make it better for them.
And finally, first place, $5,000. I don't think she's here because she's in Germany, and it's probably like the middle of the night.
It's time for sleeping.
So she'll wake up to a nice big surprise. Our first place winner is Annette Martin. And what we saw with her horse is her horse was so much rounder, so much more forward, so much steadier. She was sitting back.
Yeah, she was
had her
taller.
heels
She
down.
was stretched up.
Yeah. So it was a pretty amazing transformation. And a little bit about Annette. She's 58 years old. She's from Germany. She's riding her gelding, Sunny. He's a Welsh cob, and she's had him for 4 years. The cutest, like he's small. He's quite small, but small. Super cute little pony. With him, I fulfilled a childhood dream and started riding again after a break of over 30 years. So she didn't ride for 30 years. Let me know in the chat if any of you took a break and then came back to it. I feel like
I think a break for 30 minutes is a lot.
30 minutes of not riding?
Well, okay. But even 3 days, we don't go 3 days without riding.
Okay, on rare occasions.
On very rare occasions.
Okay, she says, I love Sunny more than anything, and I want to become a better rider for him. So big congratulations to Annette. So wonderful. So proud of everyone. Not only these top 10, but truly everyone. It's just amazing.
It's humbling, really.
Yeah. And I'm so grateful for you allowing us to be a part of your journey. It really makes it all worth it for us when we see these transformations, and when you see that you're out there and you're doing the exercises and you're working at it and you're trying and you're asking questions and you're getting feedback. I mean, that makes it so gratifying for us to do what we do. So huge congratulations.
There's a lot of people who had some breaks, man.
Yeah, a lot of people that took time off. So that's all the announcements. I'm headed to Sacramento tomorrow. I'm going to be up at the Horse Expo. So any of you that are in Northern California would love to see you. And don't forget to join Strides. If you're in the Sitting Trot Challenge, you're invited to join us in Strides. Strides is a lot like the Sitting Trot Challenge, but we also do office hours, which is where they're like mini virtual lessons. So they're super fun. Herman helps me often. Nicole from my team helps me.
Nick does it.
Yeah, so we have a little team, but basically you can submit your videos and we give you feedback. The other thing, I have to give a big shout out to my entire team. Herman, Nicole, Joellen, Olivia, like everyone on our team and everyone in our community is what allows this to happen and makes it all possible. I could not do it alone. So thank you all so much for being a part of it. And keep riding. Love your
Well,
horses.
See you next Thursday.
Yes. Have a good evening. Good night.